If you're a working mom and you feel like you're constantly trying to juggle work and family and you need a moment to breathe, you're not alone. Today, I'm sharing my top 3 strategies that has helped me balance my work and life. And I truly think it's going to help you too. If you're new here, my name is Rowanna Mudley and this is The Front Row. We talk about all things self-development, so let's get into it. First, let's talk about work-life balance. What is it? Why do we need it? Work-life balance is the ability to manage your professional and your personal life seamlessly without stress. It's about creating a harmonious equilibrium between the two, which allows you to feel accomplished and not overwhelmed. Why is it important? It helps improve mental and physical health. You need to stay mentally aware, especially if you are a mom and if you've got young children at home. You need to be able to listen to their questions, play with them, and accommodate for their active lifestyle, as well as manage in a very fast-paced work environment. Juggling the two can be overwhelming, and if you don't find a way to balance the two, it can lead to high levels of stress, which can lead to your health deteriorating, both mentally and physically. Remember, work-life balance is very different for everyone. What may work for a working mom may be different to a home mom. So it's always important to remember that if your friend has found a work-life balance, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can follow this work-life balance to the letter and it will be successful for you. So I would recommend, when following these strategies, to also look within yourself to add more to the strategies that align with your type of lifestyle as well. Strategy 1 is planning. You've got to plan a routine. You've got to put it in your calendar and block it out. I do have a video where I specifically talk about time blocking, so go and check that out if you want more information on that. But just a synopsis on how it works. 9 to 10, I'm reading material. 10 to 11, I'm attending to emails. 11 to 12, I'm preparing lunch and I'm eating. 12 to 1, I am in a meeting, etc. And this type of time blocking also allows you to focus on the task in question as opposed to multitasking, which makes you have mental drain. Because if you're focusing on so many things at the same time, it can serve as mental drain. And as a working mom, we are geniuses at multitasking. But what we don't realize is if we're going to be focused on a task for an hour and we also attending to emails and answering calls, that is mental drain, and we should try as best as we can to limit the distractions and the amount of things we're doing per task. So you want to start blocking time for family activities, for work, for admin tasks, for personal tasks, and you'll find that when you have a structure in place, you start having a little more time for the things that you may not have thought you'd have time for. A simple example for me was I would always say, I don't have time to pray this morning. I realized that if I continued in this fashion, then I'm probably going to be someone that doesn't pray. And I didn't want to be that person. So I decided to adjust my clock and wake up a little bit earlier to accommodate for that. When I did that, I then realized in that time of prayer, I could do other things in relation to my self-care in that hour of prayer. And then I capitalized in that time. It also benefited me because I focused on my self-care. The time blocking method has really been a successful thing for me. It allows me to be disciplined and focused, and it allows me to understand what I'm doing in the day during that time. It also lessens the stress in my brain because I don't have to think about it because I've put it in my calendar and it is accounted for. And then I don't have to overthink, oh, have I done it? When am I going to do it? And I'm always thinking about it. It's in the calendar and it's accounted for, and I'm going to get to it. When I time block, I also include breaks, which is essential for my mental wellness, and it is essential for me to be energized and also to be creative in my craft. I work in marketing, so I cannot have a blockage and I cannot feel drained. I have to step out and get my juices flowing so that I can be a better leader to my team as well. And to do that, I use the Pomodoro technique, where I generally work for 25 minutes and then I take a 5-minute break. This helps refresh my mind and keeps me focused throughout the day, especially when I'm at work. Strategy number 2 is something that I put a lot of emphasis in is self-care. Making time for yourself and scheduling that time in your calendar. Journaling, exercising, taking a walk, eating your favorite food, listening to music, talking to your favorite person, meditating, whatever it is, self-care is important. And if you don't focus on yourself, if you don't pour into your cup, you will not be able to pour into other cups because your cup will be empty. So let your cup runneth over so that you can help other people and you can help your family and you can be the best version of yourself. It starts with you first. And what I found with this is, in the beginning, I would think, you know what, this is so damn stressful. I don't want to commit to an hour a day at the gym. I don't want to commit. It feels restrictive. It feels like it's overwhelming. And also with the tight schedules that I have, I feel like I don't want to have a whole list of have-tos. And then I pivoted and I realized that if I just take a walk, that's self-care. If I just stare into the sky for 5 minutes, that's self-care. If I just put my headphones on for 3 minutes and listen to my favorite jams, that's self-care. So when I looked at it like that, doing the things that I love, dancing for a few minutes, acting silly, laughing, whatever the case is, those are my self-care moments. And I didn't need to make it this big job that I needed to do. And if I did a little bit of that every day, and even if I missed a day or two, but mostly I was doing those things, then consistency meant that I did have self-care and I was a happier person. I was a happier mom, I was a happier wife, and I was a happier employee. So self-care is such a fundamental step in making your mind work for you and to provide you with the tools to have work-life balance. And it enables you to tackle the stresses that life gives you as well as what work gives you. Of course, with self-care, there are boundaries that you need to set. Communicate with your partner that you need a certain time to do self-care. For me, dancing is a big part of having fun. So we turn on the music and we include everybody in the house to do some of their cool moves and we battle. And that's what's fun. And before you know it, you're feeling less stressed and you feel like you actually are living in the moment. The days when I don't choose to do the things that I love are the days I feel very overwhelmed. I get very snappy. I'm a very miserable person and I'm in a very dark space. But all of us have experienced that. We have all had moments like that. The key is to try and do it as many times as possible. So when you look at it holistically, you have consistently been doing things that you love as opposed to not doing it most of the time. And the final strategy is to be healthy for yourself first and foremost, and to be healthy for the people that love you. You deserve to be the best version of yourself, and you deserve to feel like you are the best version of yourself. And if you're feeling drained and you're feeling demotivated and you're feeling overwhelmed, then you're not taking care of yourself and you're not loving yourself the way you need to be loved. In order for you to be the highest, truest, best version of yourself, you need to pour into your own cup. You need to time block. You need to have routine. You need to have discipline. You need to put effort into having a work-life balance. It is a skill that you need to develop if you're finding yourself being overwhelmed. And it is a skill that is very easy to develop. You want to live every day like it is the best day of your life. You want to go to bed every night and know that you were the best version of yourself, that you led a happy life today. And you take each day as it comes and you tackle each day with what life has to throw you. If you like videos like this, check out my next video and get pumped through self-development. We'll do this again soon. Cheers.